Okay, this should work properly. I can hear everything. Okay, let's get to it. Bring the music on. Let's see, live chat. Okay. Submit. Okay. No one submitted yet, so we'll see if people submit. But there's one. Anar. When is the stream? Submit it. Okay. Yeah, no, that should work. I actually put my mic properly this time. Okay. And live chat. Okay. Then testing the audio. No audio. How did we not get audio, bro? It's fucked. Okay, should be louder. Let's see. There we go. Okay, cool.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while.
All right. Got a couple tracks. Cool. Yeah, entrepreneur. What? Okay, let's bring them up. Bring them up. Pull it. Don't you just hate SoundCloud does that, bro? Come on. Show windows. Oh, come on. Start it over. Okay. Sorry, guys. Every time I try and cross the song, it's like fucked, dude. There you go. Come on. There we go. Swell. And I think I have the wrong chat or some shits. Yeah, I have the wrong chat, man. There we go. Yo, what's up, guys? We're going back to Discord. Sorry, I didn't even see you guys commenting, man. This is some messed up. I think I had the wrong chat up, but it's all good. Beep beep. Okay, let's get to it. Bring up the fucking. Yes, cool. All right, we got it set, dude. In the love, Doshi. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm doing good. I got an X-ray done. It's pretty much what I thought, because I suffered for when I was younger, I suffered a disc herniation. I don't know how, but it was like really bad to the point where I could barely walk, and I had to get surgery for it. So my dumbass recently went bouldering, and I fell from the top, but I fell properly. But I guess I'm not 20 again. So yeah, I think it's a herniated disc, but it's not as bad as it was back then. So fuck, dude, I could barely walk. And then too, it turns out I have congenital lumbar stenosis, which just means that my spinal canal is a lot smaller than many other people. So I'm super sensitive to any sort of like, if a disc herniates, I'm more likely to feel pain versus someone else isn't and shit like that. So I have to get an MRI done, but we'll see. It's gonna be fucking brutal, but I'm taking all the steps necessary. And I'm just trying to avoid another surgery, but that's about it. It's better though since last time, man. Yo, it's early. I just sent you via your website form. Dude, that website form's not supposed to exist. Just you got to put it on Discord, bro. Translating, you're getting old. Yeah, dude, exactly. And then I started reading this book, but yeah, dude, it's just a traumatic experience. I don't want to go back. So this morning, instead of starting the stream, usually I would wake up and start it. I'm like, I go walk now. I walk about like 3 laps around the park, come back, stretch. Like I have to be on top of it because I cannot let it get that bad where I can't walk. And yeah, I'm gonna have to get that Herman Miller chair, those waiting chairs. Yeah, exactly. I have a lumbar thing right now, bro. I have to, bro, because people will spam like submit. So I just want to make sure people are here, not just sending it in, you know. So it keeps them on their toes, you know. All right, let's get it. Maybe bad tracks. See, I gotta pump the fist. Okay, it's this one. Yeah. What time? All right, so when I do these feedback streams, I'm just gonna give you guys my first impressions as we go. Move it a lot faster. I like everything. I'm not a fan of how it's introduced, especially this transition here. To be exact, it has to deal with like the teasing of the dun 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 dun, and then it goes into the break, and then you get the full out melody. I've never been a fan of stuff like that. If it works, it works. But to me, it's something that just bothers, bro. There's maybe a better way of doing it. Dun, dun, dun. Changing the piano up a bit so it's not as full as how it's going to be in the break. If that makes sense. Just to create a little contrast so that when it comes in, it feels like, oh. Esa perra.
Esa perra quiere, esa pegó como.
Sick. Snappy clap.
Esa perra quiere, esa pegó como. Esa perra quiere, esa pegó como.
Yep.
Esa perra quiere agua.
Agua.
Esa perra quiere, esa pegó como perro. Esa perra quiere, esa pegó como.
Yeah, I guess it's like that. The pre's. I don't know if I'm a fan of the pre. Find a way. If not, fuck it, leave it, bro. Pretty sure no one's as picky as me. All right, let's see. Oh, okay.
Esa perra quiere,
I got that
esa perra
mid
quiere,
build.
esa perra quiere, esa pegó como.
That's a weird delay. What's up with the delays here? Okay. I don't know if I vibe with what you're doing, sir. Oh. Come on, dog. You never get sentimental. You know that. Not in these tracks. I can see what maybe you might be trying to go for. You know, maybe some, like kind of dark vibes and shit. Bad Bunny vibes, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, I think that's the key to it. High passing the piano, and then when it goes into the break, tune, it's maybe like the transition also for the build like that. I think that would work. Yeah, I don't know if what you guys were doing was working. The delays felt a little not right. Felt like maybe having a delay is cool, but it's like a wide delay that's very damp sounding, like a cave. I'm not too sure that's the right vibe for that. Okay. Okay, there we go. It's back. It's supposed to be a guitar or what? It's like, is it a banjo?
como, esa perra quiere, esa perra como, esa perra quiere, esa perra como,
This
esa
guy.
perra quiere, esa perra como,
Love your builds.
esa perra como, esa perra quiere, esa perra quiere, esa perra quiere, esa perra quiere, esa perra, esa perra, esa perra, esa perra, esa perra.
Oh no, he's choking. Who knows the Heimlich maneuver? I would have preferred to hear the guitar do something cool, but if you want to have the guy choking, that works too, bro. Shit. Let's give it a chance. Let's give it a chance. Hey.
Y yo me le pego como
Yeah, sure, I guess.
esa pego como
Damn.
y yo me le pego como esa pego como y yo me le pego como
Fucking hell.
esa pego como y yo me le pego como esa pego como esa pego como esa perra quiere agua y yo me le pego como pedo esa perra quiere.
I like the ideas in the song. You know, don't get me wrong. I just don't like how it's being presented. I feel there's a better way to tell this story. You know, it's sort of like I've been playing The Last of Us 2. The main character dies. He dies at the beginning, but if there would have been a little bit of lead up to it, it probably would have been it would have hit a lot better than piss everyone off at the time. I still think it's a great fucking game, by the way. So it's more of, you know, like me fixing some of that stuff. Again, you know, I'm seeing this from a point of me hearing here. I'm not in a club or anything. I'm not, but those are my thoughts. I'm not too sure on that last drop. I feel like you just need to go back to what you've been doing, and that is the, you know, the grooves and shit, and save all of this melodic shit for the breaks. And then if you want to have that last maybe like 8 bars of like piano finally comes in and does that thing so someone can mix, and by all means do it. Just figure out how to get to it so it sounds good. That's all I'm gonna say. Other than that, we're gonna move on to the fucking Paradox Volume 4 is coming out soon, bro. There's a ton of new leads for you in there. I also tried doing samples. I'm proud of some, proud of proud of them. It's just I wish I could put more. The fucking Alice on Acid. Gotta let me know how loud it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been like working on the demos. I like your kick though. Yeah, like that's very swell kick. So we're using Discord. There's a link in the description. You can follow to join our Discord, our community. And you should be able to send your song in there. Hold on. Alright, you won't. Man went off with the acid, bro. Description. Yeah, I mean, my only complaint, need to write tempo. I don't know. It's maybe we could say that to add more energy, but I think my only complaint is the acid is always there, da, 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 da. And then you start doing cool stuff with like these melodies on top with the leads, and then in my mind, I would assume the top sounds would have more reverb, etc., and create like an ambience. And I feel like that acid that you have at the bottom, constantly hitting 1/16, could get filtered. You do it here as you're about to go into the break, but have you tried doing it before? So that way, when you bring in these elements, it's like these elements shine a lot better and feel like there's more space for them to like, rather than like just a full out and then the fuckers popping out, you know, like moles. That's the only thing I would say. From there, let's get to the break. I'm always like on him about like creating moments, so okay. Okay, yeah. Yep. Okay, here we go.
Alice on acid.
Yeah, cool. Okay, I don't think the rights are coming. Yeah, that's the only thing I can say. I've taught you everything I know. The fucking there's nothing else for me to say. There literally is not. So you just gotta keep making music and keep going, bro. But it's been nice to see your journey to what you have created today. But yeah, I can no longer teach you anything else. So if you want to submit, just for me to say, oh, this is good, then you can do so. But yeah, I'm proud. I'm about to cry, bro. I'm on like painkillers, but yeah, there's nothing else for me to teach you. Like, good work. Okay. This is where I would say, like, okay, now you just have to keep making music, you know, like just keep making it, find the inspiration and get in there. But yeah, other than that, it's just rides, bro. Rides. Okay, it's good to see a face, bro. To Ezra Blizzards. I'm getting to know him. You know, that's the hard thing about making samples, bro. It's like the 909s work so well. So when you make samples, it's like, fuck. You know, like, fuck. You know, like, sometimes it's hard to compete with the 909. It's how good it is. Fuck. Shit. Okay, I'll check it out. Maybe that might be your, like, calling. Sub base 100, dog. divided. I like the kick and bass vibe, but I feel like the bass could be put down a bit more. That's where I'm divided. Does it matter? I don't know. Ooh, I'm liking this. Fucking R&B vibes with some Pazza looking motherfucker. Yep. You need to gate this. I wouldn't gate this part, bro. Like, the vocals sound good. Unless you're trying to hide the fact that you're, like, sampling someone. I don't know if you would need to gate it like that, bro. Let that shit, like, carry you, homie. If someone's gonna carry my track, I'd camelback their ass all day, bro. I'm not gonna say no. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. Don't toma. Thanks. Love the transition. It's fuck, yeah. And I love that effect shot you got. It's back there. Okay, I think we're getting to the part where he's on version 1. Yeah, I'm not too much of a fan of the chord stabs. It's not the sound, it's just the idea of having chord stabs. Maybe you can find something better. It's feeling a bit too dragged out here. We did the interview with Sid, like in the dojo. I did ask him the question, like, of arrangement and stuff, because I'm not a DJ by any means. So he said if it starts to feel like dragged, the crowd usually gets kind of awkward. Like, everyone starts going like, okay. So I'm not too sure in this section here. Like, it feels a bit dragged, and I also don't agree with that. I think the money on this track is the vocals and the swing of the bass, and just being so super simple and tasteful about it. It's like some dudes will just, like, wake up in the morning, put on something, and they look fresh as fuck. And then here's us trying to, like, try hard by putting everything so we overcomplicate it. Be like the dude that just wakes up and wears something and looks fresh, with this track. I think it's a good one. It has good ideas. Again, it's just, like, it's getting overdone, I feel. Okay. Opposites Attract featuring Manya. I got you, Don't Toma. Thanks for the donation, bro. Much needed for the anxiety. Okay. Oh, little glitch. Good drum so far. That open hat's in the face. Discord link in bio, yeah. But this is nice. Feels a bit forced. Yeah. It's not groovy, it feels forced.
That
Sounds like me trying to make Michael Beebe shit, to be fair. Sounds like me trying the knocking bass. Like, you know, whenever I do knocking bass tutorials, I have to like reference like heavily because I don't got that kind of swag, you know, with the bass. So, and then the vocals they're cool, but I don't know if they're strong enough to just be on the drop, you know. They deserve to be in the break, but I don't know about the drop. And then the drums sounded fine, but now as the more they go to the right, the more I'm like, yeah, they're a little too pushed. Yeah, the kick. You're right. What's your name, bro, on Discord? I need to know. Okay. Okay, I got you. Oh. Shit. This just feels like someone winged their homework assignment. It's like Professor San was like, everyone needs to make a BB style track. You got a month to do it. And then last minute they just came in and went with the flow. There's good and bad about it, you know. Like if you're working that way, I think that's the best way, and the way I would want my students to be making music is where they're just shitting out ideas. The main reason for that is that you have to write 1,000 shit songs before you write anything decent. I believe in that. Then you get better at it. So maybe this one is cool. You finished it, you know, and if you want to release it, you can. You know, I'm not stopping you. I personally, it's not for me. The vocals are a bit like, there's some cool stuff in there, but there's also some like, you know, like just want to be a little careful with that, bro. It's just, yeah, it's not as strong. We can just say that. And maybe you knew that and you were just, yeah, but we're going to leave it at that. So again, just to review, drums are a bit too pushed. Vocals not strong. The knocks need to be better mixed with the kick. It's just the kick is not popping out, and the knock and the kick have too much in terms of similarities. It sounds like an incest, aka the kick meshes too much with the bass, so it just sounds like they're sort of gelled. But you need a little bit of contrast to the kick. From there, I thought the chord stabs were cool. A little too minimal. Could have played with call and response more. But it's not too bad, you know. It's not too bad. And I'm trying to be nicer, guys. Fuck. Like the roasting is cool, but it's not sustainable long term, you know. All right, I got that, bro. All right, no, say what? Okay. Oh. Well, yeah, the kick is fairly in the face. Yeah, there's a couple of things in my head, you know, that I want to say. These are first impressions. Are they right? I'm not sure, but this is what I would be doing just to see if I can make it sound a bit better. Number one, the build-up, too noisy. Feels like the noise is cool, but too much. The lead's cool, happens. The bass is dope. It has this it has a Tony White 80s style synth, but it sounds like an 80s style synth being ran through some gnarly distortion or saturation. I would experiment with still having the distortion, but not making it sound so apparent, if that makes sense. Because when I hear these basses, I feel like it's smoother. But again, maybe you tried, maybe you didn't, but that's what I feel this needs. And again, be careful with the white noise. That's the big one. White noise is, you need it, but you don't want it to, you know, like in there, in the face. Okay. You need something here, no? Say what? What? Say what? Say what? Bro, you need stuff here. I'm minimal as shit as well, but not to the point where you need a main idea here, like a top line. Unless, I always tell my students when they have sections like this, I always tell them just write a note for the DJ and say, this is where you fucking speak on the mic. You know, like, hey, what's up, Club Lush? My name is DJ Anar. My Instagram is Anar at Instagram. My TikTok is DJ Anar on the beat. You know, my Twitter is Blum, and then you're like, okay, you ready? You ready? And you got it. Okay. Say what? Yeah. So yeah, I like it, man. But again, I think you need something here, dog. Definitely need it, bro. Definitely need it. You hate the lead? Not all of us were meant to. You weren't born in the wrong generation. You weren't born. Nah, yeah, the bass might be fine. It's just my initial impressions of it, you know. That's the way I'm going about it. All right. What, the say what's accepted by a label? I think the guy skipped through the break then, because I'm pretty sure that break is too, it's too plain, bro.
Right from the start, you know.
Oh, okay. All right, let's start over.
Got my heart. You are my only. Right from
The underwater one. That's good.
you know.
Okay, so with this track, it suffers from the, it's sort of like, you know, you work in a loop, so then you go, oh, okay, cool. Sorry, I misunderstood Anar. It's just like, you know, sometimes we get people in here with like big egos and they're like, well, we already got signed. And then we say, to what label? And then they don't fucking say. I wonder why. But with this one, it suffers from like contrast. So, you know, like one of the things you learn making any kind of music, even pop, and this is more apparent in pop music, but it's contrast is super important, or else the track feels like it goes nowhere. And a lot of the times it's like your verses, you decide you're going to use these kind of sounds, and then on the pre-choruses and choruses you use certain kind of sounds. It opens up more, etc. So one of the things that dance music producers do a lot is they'll have like a pad, or they'll have a chord playing throughout the whole song, and then the sound it's using never changes, so it always sounds the same. You want to be really careful with that. You know, if you hear a deadmau5 track where it has or you know, notice how it changes. Notice how huge of contrast changes there are between the break and the drops, etc. Just study that if you can. So, for instance, this one.
Right from the start,
look, and it just drops. Okay. So it's like, it's cool what you're doing. It's just the way you get into it doesn't feel like, oh, you know? Maybe it's because you started the song in that break as well. You could have started without any of that. Okay, see, that's good because everything goes away. So this is nice. Just on the break. Yes. Okay, see, so this is contrast. Huge contrast. This is good. Yeah, the intro, baby. Also, like, the first part of the drop felt like you were doing like progressive trance, like back in the day. You know, so I was like, oh, come on, you got to build it up more suspense. So that way, when it hits, people will be like, fuck, who the hell is JD1 Sounds? You know, like, fuck. See, like that open hat you have right there? It's a vibe killer. As the dog dancer says.
Right from the start, you know, there's nothing I would ever change. The way you go and say my name, it's written all over my face.
Yes. I love you. Okay. So again, if I was working with you like a student, I would say, okay, to me, this sounds a little like we could fix some stuff because this gets hyped up a lot, and then when the drop happens, like the energy stays flat. You would expect there would be a change in energy from like here and then like boom, straight up. So you have to see why. A lot of times it's just the taking away of sounds or the denifying of sounds can help you achieve that. Sometimes it could also be the mix, just too compressed, not clean enough, etc. I will say this needs a better mix, man. But the melodies are nice. Everything sounds good. I noticed you're using sample pack vocals. I would advise maybe pitching them up, not down. If you're going to be going with the instrumental you have right now, it's a lot easier to mix something pitched up than it's going to be pitched down with this. But it's cool, and it's a great way to stay in shape. Yeah, like the girls running and stuff. The dog dancer. Usually we're very tough on this stream, but I do it with love, you know, because in my experience, I've taught a lot of people. And I think the ones that really left an impression on me were a lot of these people that went to like these highly prestigious production schools. And when I would get them, they would always like feel baffled or like their ego would be hurt about it. But it always ended up being better because I would correct a lot of stuff. You know, I don't know why they do this, but for example, I had this one student I took on. And she was like, yeah, the mentor at the school said this is good, that it's a banger, that I should fucking release it. So then I'm like, let's check it, right? So we listened to it, and then I'm like, you know, there's a form of subjectiveness where like, okay, you know, I'm like, this song sounds good. I don't like it, but it sounds good. I respect that. And then there's a form of objectiveness if the song is good or not. And those are things like a poor mix, bad kick bass correlation, a horrible fucking melody, too chattery or some shit. Out of key is a big one. Effects out of key, vocals out of key. You know, shit like that you can't really say, oh, you just don't get me. You know, and to be honest, to this day I still get people like that will always come in, and it's always these little things that are, again, this is not about taste. It's about doing it properly. So when I do these streams, yeah, I'm not praising too much, and I'm trying to like say, oh, this is, yeah, but I will always state, oh, I think. Or, yeah, this needs to be done and shit, bro. It comes with love, you know. We have to improve. And sometimes with music, I get it. You know, it can be a little like, oh, you didn't like my track, and you feel really shit. But you have to learn that feeling, because when you make music, not everyone's gonna like your music, but some might, right? So it's give and take. And god damn it, bro. See, I was gonna do your song, but not anymore. Like, I'm god damn it, hide user on this channel. I swear, bro. Now that's bad vibes. Now the dog dancer. All right, let's get it. Swear that guy has fucking. You guys have to comment. It's called fuck, man. We're gonna get the. All right, let's hear the song. I'm getting ready to like fucking like start.
The place, the vibe, the rhythm, the sound, the house, the place, the time. Now, the place, the vibe, the rhythm, the sound, the house, the place, the time. Get down, the place, the vibe, the rhythm.
So there's a secret trick. And again, fucking hell, we're in the stream with 102 people, but you grab a kick, and then you put a layer on the kick that is house affected, so it's wide, and then the key is to level it properly so you can't tell it's there, but it's supposed to make the track knock harder. I think that's what he's doing if the kick sounds stereo, or he put also an imager and widened like the mids or something.
The house, the place, the time. Now, the place, the vibe, the
Did I skip you?
sound, the house, the place, the house.
How? Yeah, well, this guy panted to the left. Which is interesting.
Now, the place, the vibe, the rhythm, the sound.
No, I don't have online courses. I try to make everything I do free, except for the sound banks. That's like the paid part of it. So that's what helps me stay afloat. But no paid courses, bro.
Get down, the place, the vibe, the rhythm, the sound, the house, the place, the time.
Yeah.
The place, the vibe, the rhythm, the sound.
Yeah, I guess I just didn't put it up. Here. Oh, god damn it. Hey, we're gonna have to be on top of it, bro. I don't know, bro. This is fucked. He's trying to get it out of the. Yeah, that lead is. He had another song where he uses that lead. I'm just like, huh. Fair enough. Yeah, it's the Chris Lake Solardo fucking lead. This is cool though.
The place, the vibe, the rhythm, the sound, the house, 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 the house.
Full vocal effect, bro. Some reverb on the house. Yeah, dude, it sounds like the guy from Evil Dead decided to make a song. It sounds Evil Dead voice, demonic and shit.
The
Yeah, this is good. I added you, dude. Don't worry. I think you're here. Here, I'll put you right here. I gotta do these donations though, because I don't know why they got like moved to the left. So, do you want all the critiques? You want honesty, or you want it nice? You gotta tell me the name of the song, Matthew BT. It's hard to find. Matthew. Ah, fucking hell, dude. And it's like my mouse is not good. Okay. The only thing I can say to this song, personally, the left kick, whatever. If you like it, fucking leave it. I've heard tracks doing it. So the label says, yeah, it's fine, then who cares, right? The only thing is on the build, you have the vocals. See if you can add some reverb to them. Yeah, Semenga's going into the dark depths of Splice, bro, to find these vocals and stuff. Also, I'm working on a vocal pack with like this guy, and they came out pretty good. There's some corny lines there, but I feel like, again, most people are going to be able to get the beauty out of them, like little parts in here. Sorry, I confused you with the fucking horse. Okay. And I think that's all I have to say on Semenga's track. The lead itself, I don't know if it's from one of my packs, but I did remake it for a pack I had. It's one of those like Easter eggs in a pack, if that makes sense. Sort of like you use the lead, but if you use it, it's like everyone thinks Chris Lake. So if you like it, you like it, and you use it, you know? Fuck it. Other than that, let's get it. We have nutritions. You know, the nutrition facts of a song would be like the frequency spread, how it looks.
Ahora comprendo, ahora me veo.
Why is it
Entiendo que todo en lo que yo creo, en algún momento.
Okay, the balance is off.
De todo sentido, de toda noción. No sé ni cómo leer este mapa que me da pistas de lo que soy.
Yeah, it's Bacho vocal.
De lo que soy. De lo que soy.
I made music since 2004, but it didn't get serious till 2010, and I didn't do it professionally until 2013. Professionally meaning making money from music. I started making money probably like $28,000 a year. From there, it's just been going up, so it's a good thing.
De lo que soy.
But yeah, I started Magic Music Maker 2004.
Tú me da pistas de lo que soy.
Okay, let's see.
Tú me da pistas de lo que soy.
Yeah, okay.
De lo que soy.
You need a better kick. That's number one. Most of the time right now in the day and age we are, if you have like a good sample pack, maybe not all the kicks are winners, but once you find the right kick, you don't really need to do much to it. A lot of times you're subtracting away from the kick just to make shape or make room for certain things in the song. This kick is just not it for this track, so you need to change that. And the moment you change it, you're gonna notice like, whoa, what the fuck? It's a huge change because your kick sounds kind of like the top end of it is good, but the low end is a little very flaccid in a sense.
Tú me da pistas de lo que soy.
I'm assuming you're sidechaining your bass. If you're not, write down, learn a sidechain.
Tú me da pistas.
Leveling of your bass. So some guy asked, what should my lead peak at? This is usually what I teach people to make it easier to level stuff. Anchor the kick, or that's the way I got taught. You anchor the kick at -6, -12. It could be whatever, but I pick -6 because in Ableton, it's on the meter and it's -6. Okay. He said flaccid. Yes, flaccid kick, bro. From there, once the kick is at -6, you lower the volume down as much as you can, like this. From there, you're going to perceive frequencies differently than when it's super loud. It's less forgiving in terms of balance. So when you're hearing low, you're going to hear the changes a lot more than when it's loud. When it's loud, it kind of balances. It's like cheating. Okay. And then from there, you're going to be able to hear what is too loud and what is too quiet. And then you can level with headphones. And the reason I say headphones is because if you don't have a treated room, sometimes it's a little like harder to level for you guys. See, like the vocal's too loud. Shit pops out compared to like the bass. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Yeah, the bass coming in on the bass, the low and coming in on the bass here. No, you don't need that, bro. Boy. You know, the track's not too bad because nothing's out of key. It's just a lot of mixing and technical issues. To boomy, yes, because the bass is too loud. So to answer the question of what your lead should be peaking at, from experience, it'd be kick at -6. From there, the bass lands somewhere between -12 to -6 dB. It just depends a lot on the sound you're using. From there, if I were to have a lead, it depends. In big room, with a big, like, or in techno, the lead will usually hit almost as loud as the kick, a little below it. But in other genres, like in tech house, sometimes the lead might be like somewhere around -12 dB. And again, this is basing it on the fact that the kick is at -6 dB. Okay, very important. The meter's hitting the peak, that fucking thing. But yeah, on this one, bro, like again, just leveling better, having a better kick. Don't overdo it. Usually people either overdo it or underdo it. When it comes to the state that we are in right now, in terms of the music production world, it's not like 2012 where samples suck ass and you got to do all this crazy shit to a kick. Most kicks sound good already coming out of sample packs, and you got to switch till you find the right one. And then once you find the right one, you'll say, oh, okay, I know what someone's talking about. Holy shit, what a difference, bro. I swear, bro, the kick is so big. Yes, it's big, but you know, it's huge in the way that your track will sound. It's weird because you can change the kick and it's like, whoa, did you mix it differently? It's that important. Fucking important. On a Trip V3, my wife made the thumbnail, bro. How to get inspired, E-front. Realize that, hold up, I gotta keep up with these. Realize that inspiration doesn't come out of thin air, and build your put yourself in a situation for success when it comes to inspiration. What that means is, like, for instance, I have some students that are like, you know, not big artists, let's say like smaller artists that have success in releasing music. To them, I would say, you know, well, force yourself to make music for 1 hour, 2 hours a day. That's it, until something good arises. Or look for inspiration, hear other genres of music, or hear other people's music and get inspired off it. Don't be afraid to copy, but always make sure to change and add your own twist to it. Those are the ways to do it, bro. You can't just sit on your couch and play a video game unless it has a good soundtrack, yeah? To get inspired and shit.
Take you on a now let me see you work. Now let me see you work. Now let me see you work.
Monovocal. I love the reverb. Hate the white laser.
Now let me see you work. Now let me see you work. Work. Now let me see you work. Now let me see you work. On a trip.
Yeah, there's something about, yeah, exactly. There's something about this. Like, the ideas are cool, and I was commending the fact that the vocal was in the center, like the reverb was nice, and then the white laser comes in, and then it has like mid lows, and you guys know I fucking hate mid lows in the stereo field in the sides. So now as we move to the right, oh no,
On a trip.
Like here you have this white sound. It's very wide. You made that shit wide on purpose. My question is, wouldn't it sound better down the center? I feel like you don't need that width in this track, bro. I feel like you could have that thing down the center and just mix it a little better. Holy shit.
Now let me see you work. Now let me see you work.
You guys see, like, look, I'm gonna lower this down. And you can see how that acid sounds. It doesn't fit, you know? It doesn't feel like it belongs. It's stereo field issues, bro. Look, the bass is wide. There's width to that bass. And then the reverb of the vocal is like down the center. I did, my bad, brother. Okay, see the laser, the whoom, whoom, too loud. Okay. Now this sounds fine because the vocal's not there. Yeah, it's you guys are learning about the stereo field, so, and I made this video. When you use a synth preset, know where it stands in terms, know if it's wide, if it's center, know what kind of reverb it has, etc. Very important to make your track feel cohesive. Know that when you widen stuff, you're doing like a big commitment. You widen something like the acid sound, because now the hard thing is how do you get it to fit in the track and feel like it belongs, because you lose the tightness that you get from being down the center. Width works, but yeah, some of these sounds are just a little, you went too crazy with the width, brother.
Begins to tremble.
Vocals too loud
Just
here.
a little nimble.
And you forced it.
The underground. The
How do Okay, there you go. That sounds better. You know, when you let your delays go wide, it sounds way better. Blue penis. Okay.
The underground.
Yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna say this. Might be my ears don't like it, so it might be fine, but not like the width that you've created in this track, it's too much. The way that your vocal, you know, I was saying, yes, you know how to put a reverb in mono. Yeah, I wouldn't put the reverb of the vocal in mono if you're gonna do this. And I wouldn't force delays down the center either. I would just let that shit fucking flow, bro. I'll be honest. But yeah, it's a cool track either way, bro. Blue Penis Pokemon uses stroke attack. It was very effective. I don't know if you're hitting on me or... Oh, there you go. I'm telling you, bro, I will find out what that Pokemon is. It's a psychic type. It floats. It has a big head, and then it has like this sort of like body made of sheets or some shit. All right, anyways, Dole. Okay, techno. Understanding FM synthesis on both the musical and mathematical level. Understanding the basics of FM synthesis while getting interesting results through experimentation. Not understanding a single fuck while tweaking random knobs in an FM synth until something good comes out by accident. I'm the second level. I understand FM. I understand FM ratios. I understand the idea of FM, but I don't understand it in the musical and mathematical level. feels a lot better. I got an X-ray. I need to get an MRI done, but it's probably like a bulge or herniated disc where I had surgery before. So I am not happy about that, bro.
All the time. You never hear what anybody else has to say. And after all,
Yeah, I agree with you. Digimon looking Nabishin. Yeah, like the clap or the snare is way too loud, or it just it feels like it doesn't fit in this track.
have to talk about until that conversation.
Which reminds me, I need to put snares in the pack. Oh god. It could be just too loud. You know, you put the volume down. It's really low, loud, the snare.
Now, if you do that all the time, you'll find that you've nothing to think about except thinking. And just as you have to stop talking to hear what others have to say, you have to stop thinking to find out what life is about.
Cool. And I like the
The
sequence.
most ordinary
art.
sights and sounds, smells, the texture of shadows on the floor in front of you.
Yeah, but it's way better than it was. Like right now I don't have any pain sitting down. I've been on top of it, bro. I'll be back.
You stop seeing.
Okay, your re-space is wide. Again, you know my stance on that. You do as you wish, but you know my stance on the re-space being wide, bro. Evil Alan Walker.
The five colors make a man blind.
I don't even know what the hell the vocal's saying, man. All I know is there's a revolution, and I don't know if I'm on the right side or not.
The five tones make a man deaf. And if you can only hear five tones in music, you're deaf.
So here, again, this is where it can get subjective, or fuck, I don't know. I think this is more of an objective thing. You drop with like the ARP that is in the break, whatever, fine. But then the thing you do then is you come in with this fucking like massive saw taking up the same frequencies as the sound in the center. I don't know if that's good or not. To me, as a like my style, I would not do that at all. Maybe I would filter it and allow the fucking sound on the ARP to just let it drive, and then maybe wash out the Reese if you want to do something like a horn, but not together like that.
And if you can only hear five tones in music, you're deaf.
It just doesn't. There's too much interaction with them, if that makes sense. Or maybe switch ARP wide with a more super saw sound, and then the down the center. And then also the rumble is wide. I don't know if that's good or not, but you know my stance on that. Yeah, and then the mix down the center with the plucks is a little off. Okay, so my stance, here you go. I'll have to explain. I just feel it's redundant because a lot of the people that come here like every week. So it's like I already have like the same 80 viewers, 100 viewers. My stance is when you have a bass and when you have a lead, it's better for the lead to be wide than the bass to be wide. It just is. If you have a driven sound, it's better for it to be down the center than for it to be widened. Okay, so he's doing something right there. I'll explain as we go. But low end, everything below maybe like 250, 150 down the center, bro, mono. And then everything else can go wide if you want. But you don't want to widen everything either, because then you kind of kill the whole elusiveness, you know, exclusivity of width. So if one thing is wide, it sounds great, but if everything is wide, then it's like, what the fuck? It's just like muddled and it doesn't sound clean.
You have to stop thinking to find out what life is about.
I like the vibe of it. You know, I think that it's definitely more of a industrial techno kind of track, especially because of the sounds you're using and the way you're processing it. My problem with it is that you didn't commit all the way to it. So for instance, the kick, you decide to go with the standard rumble for some reason, when you could have probably gone a different way with it and it would have fit, the snare would have fit a lot better. That's mainly it. It has good stuff. I mean, the ARP's sick and it's like, so it's good, bro. That's very easy. I just point out the bad things, but look at the victories as well. I don't know if this is you, by the way, but it is probably because you're from Egypt. This is your artist name, Sanwani. Sanex. Just call yourself Sanex. All right, here we go. This guy. My bad, dude. Should have gotten to it faster.
We be in the back sipping cognac, hanging with my girls, going with the flow, flow, flow. In my limousine, treated like a queen. We don't need no king, run our own show.
If I get to it, I'll play it. Again, White Reese. I don't understand why. Let's keep going. And then doom, doom, doom. Why isn't that doom, 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 doom? And yeah, the second kick goes down for some reason, and it's a better bass for sure. Boom.
I'm being honest, how much I want this. I'm being honest.
I personally like this kind of drum and bass though. I love this kind of drum and bass though.
I'll make you want this. I ain't gonna waste my time. I ain't gonna waste my time. You don't wanna be I can't stop thinking about you and me and how we used to be better.
See the change here. So there's this change that occurs here. There needs to be more contrast, bro. So the easiest thing you can do is remove low end in the master. Just put an EQ, cut the low end out, and then bring it back in when this breakbeat part or whatever happens here. So it's like the low end on the Reese isn't there, and then when you get to this part, you allow us to have it. That will create the contrast that you need, so that it feels like, oh fuck, you know, this wall of sound. Okay, classic. Okay, the other thing I'm going to say with this, see, I'm not a drum and bass expert, but I know the genre because I know it too good, bro. Like, I'm a sound designer. I made a pack for it. Amazing pack, you know, needs more love. your drop should be the bass shouldn't be following the lead like that. It should be I don't know, that's the way I feel about it. You know, that's the meta when it comes to drum and bass. Like, you're trying to sound like metric and shit, which is what I feel this track is like. You do the and then that bass just sounds so fucking good, bro. And then A B A C. So where at C, and now D, and then that's the C part. You get the change. Now back A B A C, so it becomes a little more interesting. You could also do A B, and then I get confused with this, but A B A C is always what I teach. Like A B A C for more interestingness or more variation, but sounds good. But I'm assuming this is what you want to do. Right up. Like that. You know, it was a great Axwell that said not to have everything playing the same note because it just sounds kind of stagnant. So again, you can take that or you can leave it how it is. Some people liked it that way, so it's good. I'm doing good, better than last time for sure. Better than last time. I need to get an MRI done. I had low back surgery. I told you guys already, and I'm suffering some of the symptoms I suffered before I did the surgery. It's been 10 years though, so it was fairly a long time. Yeah, I went bouldering and I fell from a pretty high height, so I think that's what fucking did it. But yeah, I'm just being very, very careful, very fucking careful. Like right now I have a timer. It's been 48 minutes, so I have to stand and flex. I'm gonna flex my my Patagonia hoodie. Hold up, but let's hear this one.
At Amazon, there's a way up for anyone because there's something for everyone. Like Dana, who got her GED through Amazon's.
Dana!
I know that you feel the vibe, can't hide it. Got you dancing in these lights, and we high like this. I can take you on my bike, got you riding it. Got some Molly in my pocket, and I'm sharing it. I know that you feel the vibe, can't hide it. I know that you feel the vibe, can't hide it. I know that you feel the vibe, can't hide it. I know that you feel the vibe, can't hide it. I know that you feel the vibe. 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 I know that you feel the vibe, can't hide it. Got you dancing in these lines.
Alright, let's start it. Yeah, you get to see my rolls.
I can take you on
The
my
price to
bike,
pay.
got you riding it. Got some Molly in my pocket and I'm sharing it.
Alright, so this guy donated. I'm assuming he wants the whole treatment. Alright, so let's get it.
I know that you feel the vibe, can't hide it. I know that you feel the vibe, can't hide it. I know that you
Milk
feel
Club?
the vibe,
I
can't
knew
hide it. I know that you feel the vibe, can't hide it. I know that you feel the vibe.
Okay, so the ideas are cool so far, but it's like every sound you have sounds a little too cheap, not processed, not saturated enough. Kick also sounds kind of flaccidy, kind of like too simple, but I like the ideas. I'm trying not to tell you to fix the arrangement because fucking ego shift is like, you know, everyone's doing the same thing, no one's taking risk. I can feel that, so that's why I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, everything sounds like production quality's not there.
I know that you feel the vibe, you can't hide it. Got you dancing in these lines.
Okay, now it feels a little more like full.
I can take you on my vibe, got you riding it.
Something's weird with the bass. The kick needs to be more harder, bro.
Got some money in my pocket and I'm sharing it. I know that you feel the vibe.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, that fucking Tokyo Drift sound, it's pretty sick. That's fucking fire. That melody. But the bass, this has a weird vibe to it. Sometimes I'm like, how the fuck did you guys get it to sound this way? Because I can't fucking explain, bro.
Dancing in these lights. I can take you on my bike. Got some Molly, and I'm sharing it. I know that you feel the vibe, you can't hide.
Here you, so for instance here, like maybe cut the lows out so that it's like more refined. There's a big change that happens so it doesn't feel full of low end the whole time. And yeah, dude.
Got you dancing
no low end.
And we had like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. I can take you on my bike, got you riding it.
Damn.
And I'm sharing it.
Okay.
I know that you feel the vibe.
That was sloppy.
I know that you feel the I know that you feel the vibe.
Yep. Okay, I want to check out this last one.
I know that you
Yep.
and we had like this.
Watch out for the reverbs on some of these presets. Yeah, so like when you use presets and stuff, you know, like they're each gonna have their own reverb. So just remove them, remove the delays. That's what I tell my students. Just fucking remove that shit and put your own, bro. And use return tracks, and then you make all the leads feel like part of the song by having the same reverb. Now with reverb, I don't mean like long reverbs. There's ambience reverb, which is reverb that, like for instance, my voice has ambience reverb right now because I'm in this room. So it's like if I talk like this, now you hear a little bit more of it, but you know, there's ambience reverb from that, and there's the room reverbs, then there's hall reverbs, and then there's chamber and bigger ones. Use ambience ones to tie your sounds together so it doesn't sound like a fucking and then you'll be good, man. But yeah, this is good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm impressed. I don't know how long you've been producing for, but a lot of the ideas you have on this are very strong ideas, very strong ear candy execution. It's like you were born to make dope tracks, bro. But the execution on the whole arrangement and how everything's working right now, it's the part where you're failing at, and the mixing, of course. So you just got to figure that stuff out. I'll say this, simplicity is best. Don't overdo it. It sounds like you overdid it with your low end. Use good samples and presets. From there, the kick, that's just switching out the kick, finding something better. I do agree with the kick you picked. Maybe saturating that kick could make it sound better. Adding a top layer would be good. But yeah, there's some good shit in this track, bro. Like some good shit, some good potential. It's like if I'm scouting at a high school, I'm like, who's that? Oh, that's Joey. Yeah, he's the guy around. He runs the school here. He's that guy. Oh, who's Joey? Okay, let's go. If you follow me, you're using Ableton, I'm assuming. Ableton Saturator is good, bro. You don't need anything else. Analog clip.
Oh no.
Okay, you suck. Nah, I don't know then. Saturn 2, it depends what you want. If you're the type to overthink everything, don't get Saturn 2. if you like having control and can control your fucking ADD to move it, you can get it. If not, decapitator, soft tube saturator, it's one knob. Yeah, just be careful. But those are the two that I can think of. Wave shaper, Nephilim ain't bad. You can use that. Black Box Plugin Alliance is also a really good one that will be good. I made a tutorial about this bass, by the way. Man, YouTube needs to delete the username when you ban someone, bro. You couldn't wait. You couldn't wait to slap house this shit, huh? This is slap house, I'm assuming. But where did you get the sounds, bro? If it's from me, what did you do to my sounds? But what the fuck? You know, I just assume everyone in the stream uses my sounds, but if they don't, get on them. But like for the instance, I would tell you get Selection Volume 1. I only made one volume of it, but it has this kind of bass. And Deja Vu, the Slap House pack, bro. But yeah, I get how it could be future house, but the fact that you're doing like following a progression and shit makes it slap house. Slap house is like future house, but sort of like more melodic, following the rules of like standard, like, you know, harmony and shit. But yeah, the bass isn't good. The piano's too loud. Mixed very weirdly. It's another one of those scenarios like, what the hell happened? The vocal gets loud all of a sudden. And also ripped, right? So that's why it sounds that way. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, man, how the mighty have fallen. Ellie Goulding, what happened? Yeah, the vocal's too loud. The piano is missing high frequencies. It's weird. It's like someone tried to make this sound retro, but made it sound badly mixed instead. It's okay though. I mean, it's one of those tracks, right? You make, and it's cool. Now you know how it would sound like, and you release it if you want, and someone might like it. Who gives a shit? Just put it up if you want. But yeah, the bass doesn't feel right, bro. It's going in the right direction. It's just, again, I can't guess what went wrong with it to an extent. But when you're working with FM, when you're using higher FM ratios, you're giving up a lot of low end in order to get that sound. So sometimes a sub would be a good idea. Again, maybe another layer, or maybe just making the track be more mid-low dependent than low-low. You know, there's ways to go. I don't want to know by D Beats.
Did you know Trip?
I don't know why this just doesn't look like it's gonna sound good, but it's all good. We all start somewhere. All right. Oh no. Damn it, bro. It's one of these sequencer bass lines. So, you know, I know like West End made a video, and I've made a couple where we show sequencers. You know, sequencers are cool to like shit out stuff. So maybe you find a little bit of gold here and there, and then you combine it and get rid of the mud so that it sounds like, whoa, this sounds good. But this bass is very random. It's like going all over the place. Very also very robotic sounding, so it's, you know, you don't want that in house. Usually what I tell people if they want to remove the roboticness is to add notes, omit and add. So you omit a lot of landing on the beat and then you want more of offbeat. So that would be like what, 1.3 and then 1.3 point in between the offbeat and then the kick. So, or the open hat and the kick, there's this little section. You want to have bass there to make it swing more. This just sounds too like doom 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 do 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 do. Yeah, there you go. Thanks. The second and fourth and 16 notes to make stuff that's a little bit more. So you omit some of the on the kick or on the offbeat and add it there, and you get more vibe. Everything is 2 on beat though. Holy shit. This is wild. We all start somewhere. Interesting. Okay. Remember, you can progress your drums, so you can make your open hat go from ch to ch. You can add rides. You could add more percussion, leads on top, low motifs. There's a lot, but yeah, this bass is just not it, bro. It sounds too robotic, penciled in. Which nothing wrong with penciling in, but when you pencil in like in 1/8 or something, that's what you get. It's like do 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 do. So yeah, man, work to do. It took me a while to get to this guy. I don't even think he's here anymore. I'm gonna leave the stream up for him though. Okay, what's going on? Okay, so I don't know what's going on here. Am I in the intro or what are we doing? Is this like somewhat of a verse, chorus? But anyway. Okay, so right now, the number one thing I see wrong with this track is, and then this is where I would like sit down with you and explain and show you how to fix it. You're allowing the bass to be wide. And in this track, it just doesn't sound right because one, bass is wide. Then you have this weird lead that is wide and sounds weird. And then the correlation between the bass and that lead is off. It's like the lead is in a different world and the bass is mixed for a different world. So there's no cohesiveness there with both of them. Let's see. But yeah, you don't want wide basses like that. FL Studio. God damn it. So yeah, that bass is too wide. When you're doing a build-up, you know, in the world we're in, you want to automate a lot of stuff. One of the things you can automate is the bass. So again, your bass is staying the same while everything else is going, but the bass doesn't care. It's again, wide vocals, wide. Okay, down center. Yeah. So everything it's widened for some reason. I don't know if that's because you went ham on the ozone imager or you said Haas effect everything, or, but again, man, I would probably advise everything down the center, have one thing wide and that's it. You will sound 10 times better. Anyways, keep going. Okay, now the vocals down the center. Okay, why? Yeah, that bass, bro, it's the white bass. Yeah. So for this song, what I would probably do is that bass that's rolling, do whatever. I would put that down the center of the mix. How do you do that? Well, first, if it's a preset, look at the preset, get rid of the delay, get rid of the reverb. And then from there, you grab a utility from Ableton or FL. And if there's any way to make it collapse to the left or to the right channel, that's the best way to do it. Down the center. From there, make sure the bass is at optimal range. That means that it has enough low end to carry the song. If you're using Serum, -3 means octaves will relate to C3 range in the MIDI for Ableton. But you have to get that on point because right now there's no low end in the song. And I feel like that rolling bass is the bass. Okay. Okay, this part sounds cool. Hey, vocal, why like that again? Fucking, I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of it. And also, if you're gonna come in with a voice like that, maybe a little delay or reverb, so that it kind of doesn't just cut out fast, but like has a little bit of a tail. Okay. Again, automate your bass.
I wanna see you drop to the beat in the club.
So again here, you have two basses. You have the rolling bass, and then you have that. Personally, me, like, I don't see it working. If you wanted to treat that bass down the center as a lead, maybe. But again, it's up to you from there, man. But number one, mono that fucking bass. From there, whatever, add some reverb delay to the vocals, and yeah, it should sound better. And then from there, just keep going. There's a lot to learn though, but you know, I can only teach so much. But just baby steps, right? Baby steps. God damn it. Boom. The doctor. Nah, I just got x-rays done, bro, and they gave me painkillers. I'm supposed to get an MRI, but I've been reading this book called The Back Mechanic, and so far it's helped a ton. Just avoiding my trigger points, my pain triggers. So no bending is one of them. Trying to do activities that are pain-free, walking as much as possible, no stretching. He doesn't recommend stretching. He says that kind of exacerbates their symptoms, shit like that, but I feel better. We'll see what the MRI says though. Man, that. Oh yeah. Flexion of the spine is bad. That open hat was so saturated, bro. It was like white noise at this point. Yeah, I gotta check it out. Let's see. Oh, you mean a butt? A butt pillow? There's this feeling like the bass has some width to it, which it's fine in this scenario because they're centered to it. But that's throwing me off. I would want to switch the kick. I feel like it's the kick. Fuck, I don't even know what this track. Okay. send me the private link, brother. Or unprivate the track. I think this is Andrew G, but I don't know. I think he's moved on with life. He's probably in another stream. I really don't know what to say about this track. Like, I like the bass patterns. The top lead, I'm not too sure if I'm cool with it. I feel like it's trying to do the S-hole thing. But I don't know if it's strong. And it feels a little too minimal as well. This guy, that's great. This guy, man. Yeah, bro, it's too minimal, ain't it? I just feel like it. Like, here you're going into another break, and the white noise you use. I really don't know what to say about this track. Okay. That's fucked, dude. It's too minimal tech. See here, that lead needs to get cleaned up a bit too. But this is what I'll say about this one. If this is meant to be minimal tech and no, that's the way it is, then that's the way it is, and you know if it's right or wrong, because it's not bad. It's just, it feels a little too minimal to me. Yeah, exactly. The arrangement just feels weird on this one. All right, this guy made me get a smile. This is my first track ever produced. Please don't roast me. This is my dog Arnold. Okay, I won't roast it. I mean, I see the set. Why are so eager for people to listen to your songs? The first song ever made, you know. Hey, you can do it. You can do it. It's like, what reaction do you expect, though? I reposted it.
I'll be coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Yeah, I go so dumb. Everybody know what flow I'm on. You already know when the click come through to the shit that is about to be.
Hey, bro, to this day, I still use the Cashmere transition effects. I still use them. Okay. Whenever I need something fast.
I drop the top when I'm in it. I'll be coming up hot for a minute. I'll be coming up hot for a minute.
Let's see this drop, baby.
I go so dumb. Everybody know what flow I'm on. You already know when the click come through to the shit that is about to be a show rerun.
Okay, so first you need a better kick. Kick that fits is better. Bass is too loud. Yeah, the top percussion, the clap, the open hat, the close hat, everything playing the way it plays and stuff. It sounds like it got ran either through some heavy fucking compression, or a transient designer. It's one or the other.
I'll be coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it.
Okay. Okay, yeah, we got the bill, right?
Yeah, I go so shit that is about to be a show rerun.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it, man. It's like, obviously, I'm gonna have criticisms for the track, and you know, the bass could be stronger. The type of bass you have right now, it's a bit. It should be. It's a good pattern. It's a good pattern. It has a good melody to it. You know, it's like badass and shit. But yeah, it's just you'll improve. You'll get better at it, bro. It's good. Good first song. Better than me, dude. Shit. Better than me, I'll tell you that much, bro. All right, guys, let's get it. Damn, how to Kashibi MILF or Malfi. Okay, and then Kevin Brand. I saw him in the chat. Kevin Brand, baby. Okay, Rick J. Okay, Man About the House. We did that. Intro gigs. What
that
is
yard isn't go.
Is this a DJ intro? I gotta listen to this.
Smoking is allowed.
No, it's because I wasn't supposed to get you. Someone donated and you were like one of the ones that popped up, but it was the other guy. What's that weird piano? Oh yeah. Okay. Dude, that whatever that sound is, I heard it in the break, and at first I thought, wait, is that me? But nah, dude, it's like.
Once again, welcome aboard.
Man was on a plane.
And thank you for flying.
You'll start somewhere. That's. It's like on a plane. So this one's weird. The arrangement is weird on this gigs. Obviously, like, I think you know that. It's like weird because it's like it drops into the kick here, and then the I don't know if you're trying to do like big room techno or what, but it's like the kick is a big room techno kick, and then everything else is so smooth and shit. Like, it doesn't make sense. I'm like, what? Yeah, it's not. It's weird. This man's getting epic. Holy fuck. that shot here doesn't make sense. It muddies up everything too much. Yeah, with this one, it's sort of like, you know, when people make music, not everyone wants to make like the norm. So it's like he expressed himself, and there you go. You're fucked up. 9/11 shots. Stupid. You're so stupid. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know what to say, how to react to this one. I can react like it sounds like someone just fucking like crashed the plane, I guess. Sure. Or like the ringtone. Yeah, this is just the work of a man that we're hearing in this art. I'm just like, oh, okay. Cool. All right. Not a lot for me to say on it. Too much to say to be exact, but all I will say on that one is it's hard for me to review it because I'm coming from the sense of like, oh, these guys want to make techno music and tech house. So then there's these like rules that you have to follow, you know, like, oh, you have an intro with the kick, blah, blah. So someone mixes in and you got the first break and then you do the drop and then you do a break. And then, yeah, it's rules, but you can always be unique in the way that you do them. On that one, it's just like, fuck it. Like it just said, fuck it. And that's it. So I'm like, fuck it too. All right, Kishibi. Okay, we got some minimal techno. We're in for a ride. Oh, it's like Pleasure Craft before they went to modern techno. Need specials. Yeah, dude. So yeah, there's huge imbalances in the song in terms of leveling. Bass is too loud. The perks should be louder. Oh, dude. You remind me of a friend. I had a friend. His name was Adrian, but he was the friend that did all kinds of drugs, and he used to love this shit. He's like minimal tech, bruh. This was his vibe. So I'm gonna say it's safe to assume you like Adrian. Just. You don't get it, bro. You have to do some mushrooms and you'll feel it. No, I like these kind of things, but again, just leveling better. These shots are a little too tensionful, atonal, don't fit with the other melodic material. A lot of drugs were consumed in the making of this track. Original mix. You don't know the type of shit I had to indulge in. Okay. All I'm going to say is this. I mean, I think all I need to hear is here. And then from here, you just, you do what you got to do, right? So, if you added enough variation. But I'll tell you this. I don't know in these kind of genres how many breaks you need. But you definitely need what? Huh? After these, I got 4 songs left. 5. I'll be fast. All right. That's all I got to say. See, the pressure me. They're like, we want to eat. All right, hold up. You think the drugs? I think it's a nice little track. It's very repetitive. I'm used to more of this formulaic shit, that's why. And then from there, But I already recognize the brass in this already. Okay, finally. Sounds good. Like the musical, the mix or the master, someone went too hard, bro. There is distortion. It's in the stereo field. The vocals. And then it sounds very pushed. It sort of sounds like the limiter's saying, no, Kevin. And Kevin's like, yes. And still going harder on it, on the limiter and shit. This is the rule. This is what I teach people now, by the way. So back then I used to teach you guys 2 limiters to get loud. Now it's use a clipper and then a limiter. And when you limit, don't go above -2 dB gain reduction, because anything above -2 gain reduction or attenuation, you're sacrificing integrity, you're sacrificing, quality, the way it sounds in order to gain loudness, which again, some people are willing to do it. Who gives a shit, right? So if you like it, you like it, but hey, I'm going to say what I got to say, and that these vocals are crying. All right, let's see. Yeah. The ideas are good though. Yeah, the limiter didn't consent. That's weird, right? Because these vocals are fine. -6 loves tops, hard to get it louder and sound good. There's ways, but like I tell my students, it's all about sacrificing stuff. So for instance, in this track, the first thing he's going to have to sacrifice is the bass. He's going to have to lose that bass in order to get it to a -5 loves and sound good. And then it has to get minimalized too, very minimal. So back in the big room days, it was just the big room kick and the lead and then some drums, and that's it. Like that kind of minimal, where it's like some fucking and everything has to be on point for it to work. That's the way to do it, Kevin. You're gonna have to sacrifice some ass, homie. Okay, anyways, I see you made this downloadable. I was gonna download it, but my kids are waiting. They want to go eat, so I'm like, fuck. So I have to get through these and head out. But yeah, and I find when I push the master to -5, -6 loves, if there's any kind of white noise on top of a family. Yeah, also that I agree, man. You have to be really minimal, like the least amount you can have, and then you can get that loud easily. Why do you think dubstep guys can do it? Because it's kick, snare, and that's it. That's it. So. All right. I've been wondering where these technos guys are at. Nah, it's because I told them I would take them out to eat some soup, so. Man, soup is like good shit over here, like pho, Vietnamese noodle soup, man. Yeah, I agree. The kick is definitely a little too clicky. I think that's a mid frequency problem. So I made a video, kick techniques you need to know. The mids, just notch it down there. Some of this sounds too pushed or not mixed right. I like the sound. I just don't. It's like that sound down the center. Feels so. Sounds too mono, bro. That lead is getting annoying though. It's not changing. It's not evolving. It's staying the same volume. Don't drop with the lead. Don't drop with the lead, homie. Okay, better. The sounds need more body to them. That sound sounds like you put OTT on it. Give some body to it, bro. It needs body. What happened? Yeah, that lead needs to evolve. Ways to do that. Look for shit automated in the lead. Distortion, high pass it, put a flanger on it here, put a phaser on it there, put it up an octave. Needs to change, bro. Can't stay the same forever. I'ma pump and suck your blood. Arbor. No. But I'm not going to be able to get to your song, man. I have to get going after this. And I have to put a stop to this because I'm about to hit the 2-hour mark and I can't be doing this anymore. Back then I would do 4-hour live streams, bro. But now my back is telling no. Okay. This is the genre I started making like religiously, like where I tried my best to make it. So it's nice to hear it. Thank you, Cali B. Good feedback. Ah, you know what you're doing. Okay. He knows what he's doing. Yes. Uh-huh. That's fucked up, bro. Chill. Why you gotta say it like that though, dog? He looks like a tech worker living in San Jose, fool. Why you gotta stoop low, fool? He's also a chess master and now he's a fucking trance master. Holy shit. Impact! There's the impact. And the pads. I am gonna go see a chiropractor. Alright, bro, but this is the last one, dude. I feel like you need an ARP. And then you go, and then you go to this ARP. Automate, automate. Ecstasy. Make it loud. Lower it. Yeah, I feel like you can work a lot on that section, bro. Like I said, you can have an ARP here. Here you can have the thing open up and then close. You can have some ad-libs. Shit. Maybe some, like, instead of voices, other stuff. But yeah, it sounds good. Just missing like a little bit of that tension to like push it further. Yep. No, this is perfect. See, like here. Like here's some fucking like a B part with a piano, filter everything and play the piano on top would make this better. And then outro. Okay, yeah, this is pretty good. I don't know. I think this is, well, I mean, how old are you? The reason I ask, I'll let you go. 11 on Beat Push new big room releases. The reason I ask is a lot of the guys that I still know that make trance sound good. So, yeah, I already said what like what the track could use, but it's well done. You know, it's very well done. You know what you're doing. The only thing I can say is make your basses be mono, and by bass I mean your low end. Okay, because I heard a little bit of width on the sub, but other than that, it's good. Okay, Grumpy Horse. Once upon a time, there was a grumpy horse born in a Manchester stable. He worked hard all his life. The work was boring and uninspiring, but the horse carried on with his duty, even though it left him a very grumpy horse. One day the horse heard the farmer saying that the horse was too old and too grumpy for the boring and inspiring work, that he planned to kill the horse and replaces him. Oh, get the farmer in the head, showing the passion for life and agility, not seen since his younger years. Damn, dude. This is the warehouse. The grumpy horse began to dance and bray happily. Never had he felt like he belonged. Never had he felt such joy and ecstasy. The grumpy who knew. Yeah, it is. It sounds good. Sorry if I'm singing over it, guys. You guys just gotta hear the story of the grumpy horse. It's a great story. Amazing story. One of true hardships, a true hero's journey to find what he really wanted to do, which is be a fucking DJ. And all it took was him almost dying in a club full of meth out ravers to for him to figure it out. The only thing I feel like my intuition is telling me you need more mid-lows, but it could be because of the sound you're using. It's very focused on a certain frequency to give you that vibe. We're like riding a horse. Go out Break up. Okay, fast forward It's a hard one, dude, because that bass is just not friendly to the top synths, but fuck it. What happened to the composure that you Yeah, playing around. Yeah, I don't know if you need the voices like that there, bro. I'm gonna lower it for the sake of our ears. Yeah, the arrangement needs work over here. I don't know if you need to have it long for the sake of having it long. I mean, you gotta figure that part out, my dude, but yeah, I feel like a little more minimalism over here. Like maybe try and take some stuff away if possible, and that's it. But yeah, it's a good one. And like I said, I think the bass just misses like a bit of mid-low, because I know you're focusing in on a certain frequency to get that effect on the bass. But again, I don't know if adding some mid-lows will help like round it out more, etc. But it's good. Oh, techno. If you want to believe in something, you got to believe in me. That's the vibe I get already. Never mind. Uh-oh, you're lowing. I'm not sure if the offbeat bass on this, bro. Also, the kick has this frequency you can EQ out. You can hear it.
I can't get no sleep.
Yeah, obviously this is good.
I can't get no sleep.
Dude, yeah, the kick bass, bro. What the kick? It's weird. It's like kick, offbeat bass, like somewhere in the back of my head. And then the rolling bass. Yeah. Too late. You gotta fix that, brother. Oh shit. Yeah, the sub is off, bro. You got me. You were testing me, weren't you? You were testing me. Okay, yes. Okay. Like, go to your bass channel. You're in Ableton utility. Okay, utility. Where it says like stereo, click on it and hit left. That will mono that bass and it should sound better. And then from there, just line it up. Now, line that shit up at the offbeat and that's it. You're done, bro. That's it. That's all you need. Okay, that's fine. I like the acid though. Just be careful with the frequencies. Mixing acid is one of the hardest things. I have a lot of techno students that eventually ended up releasing stuff. And to this day, all of them have issues mixing acid. Shit, to this day, I have issues mixing acid. Especially these kinds where you create it with a bandpass and heavy distortion. You get a huge bump somewhere. But yeah, you gotta thin that shit out, bro. Let the kick, the bass carry the weight and let the acid just be the top. But that's good. Sorry, Joe. I'm about to head out, guys. I have to get going. It's a good stream. Thank you guys for the good vibes. I do these every Thursday. I'll try and get here earlier next time. It's just, again, I'm dealing with a back pain issue, herniated disc. So I have to do some fucking therapy and shit. So I have to walk and then I have to stretch and I have to take a cold shower. It's a lot of shit, but I'll try and get here earlier next time. All right. Other than that, you guys take care. Much love and peace out. And